Coast fire! You've maybe heard of this concept before, but perhaps you don't know what it is. Recently, our family achieved this milestone by accumulating $500,000 in investments by age 40 years old. Let's dive into what Coast Fire is and how our family conquered this family financial independence step. First off, what is Coast Fire? Coast Fire is when you have enough invested in your retirement accounts that you can decide to drastically slow down or completely stop new contributions and still retire comfortably in your 60s. When I'm talking about retirement accounts, I'm talking about your 401k, your 403b, your IRA, and even your HSA, your health savings account. These accounts are focused on your future retirement needs. I don't know about you, but I don't have a pension waiting for me, and my faith in Social Security being enough or even being fully available by the time I'm 62 is not that strong. So it is incumbent on us to create our own pension. Here's how our family achieved Coast Fire by 40 years old. Over the last decade of our marriage, we have invested in tax-advantaged retirement accounts to create a comfortable retirement for ourselves. For 7 years, I maxed out my 401k contributions at work. Through time, compound interest, a strong stock market, consistent contributions, and an employer match, my account grew quite a bit. Not only did this increase our retirement investments, but it also helped our net worth grow to over $1 million. Additionally, we have invested in Roth IRAs over the previous decade as well. Between my wife and me, we had $550,000 invested for our future retirement at 40 years old. We still had decades for this money to take advantage of compound interest. If our family did not add another dime to our 550k with a 7% real rate of return, that factors in average inflation, everybody, we could expect to have around $2 million by the time we retire at 60. Now, this math equation isn't exact or perfect. There are many other factors to consider, like taxes and whether the stock market will continue growing at its 10% average over the next couple of decades. Let's say my estimate is off by $500,000. That would still leave us with $1.5 million at retirement time. With a 5% withdrawal rate, that will allow our family to live comfortably on $75,000 per year. And if I'm correct in my first calculation, that will be closer to $2 million at retirement time. We'll be able to enjoy $100,000 per year. If we land in that range, I believe that we'll be very comfortable and we'll be very happy. Now let's talk about what to do with your money after achieving Coast Fire. The options for what to do with your money, if you're not worried about investing for your retirement anymore, are plentiful. This may be one of my favorite things to talk about and plan for our family. Here are some ideas. Vacation more. With more money available, you can create some more memories with your family today. Our favorite way to do this is with an awesome family vacation. We live in Michigan, so getting out of town in the winter is at the top of our to-do list going forward. Sunny weather, sandy beaches, and all-inclusive resorts are what we're thinking of. The spring after we hit Coast Fire, my wife and I did a couple's getaway to Jackson Hole. Man, that was beautiful. You could also invest more outside of retirement. Just because you stopped investing for retirement doesn't mean you have to stop investing for other important goals in life. My wife and I are now investing in 2 separate taxable brokerage accounts with different purposes. The first account is being built up to serve as an early retirement account that would allow us to slow down working around 55 years old instead of 60 years old. The second account currently allows us to enjoy dividends today for things like back to school shopping and dinners with family each year. This came from a $30,000 inheritance we received from my wife's mother when she passed away 5 years ago. Since Grandma loved doing back-to-school shopping with our kids, we decided to create a fund that would allow her to take them shopping each year, even though she's not with us. It helps us to have her memory live on. You could also upgrade the home. Since slowing down our retirement investing, we've taken the opportunity to plus up our forever home. We've upgraded our kitchen, and we absolutely love it. After years of waiting, we finally got around to buying that hot tub that we always wanted. My wife has wanted this for so long. I'm so excited that we finally made that dream of hers come true. You could also upgrade the car. My wife owned her car for 14 years. Since we had more money available after stopping retirement contributions, it was time to upgrade that car. We went with a slightly used Acura MDX, which was more room for our growing kids and a lot of nice features that made driving a lot more enjoyable. After some time, I decided to get a new car too. I went with the Ford Mustang Mach-E. The look is sharp, and I think it's a massive perk to never fill up for gas or change my oil ever again because it's an electric SUV. You can also pay off the mortgage early. We ended up becoming mortgage-free during our investing journey. For others who have reached this Coast Fire milestone, eliminating the largest monthly payment you'll ever make could be something to consider. This is a personal decision for sure, but paying off our mortgage early was one of the best decisions our family ever made. The freedom we have now is incredible. If I had to do it all over again, I would recommend achieving Coast Fire and then paying off your mortgage early in that order. You could also design a new lifestyle with no debt, no mortgage, and no need for additional retirement contributions. We've adjusted our work lifestyle as well. In early 2020, I left my corporate 9-to-5, and I'm now working part-time as a financial educator online, making videos on the internet, writing articles, and creating podcasts. I absolutely love my new job, and I love the flexibility it gives me to be a present dad and husband as well. My wife took on a new part-time job as an esthetician as well during this time frame. Between the two of us, we're pulling in around $100,000 per year as an esthetician and a YouTuber. That's plenty for us to pay for what we need and enjoy life, and also get a lot of awesome extras like vacations and summer camps for our kids. You can also give more. After achieving Coast Fire and becoming mortgage-free, we allocated 10% of our budget to giving. This goes toward family and friends in the form of gifts, cash, and surprises, charities and causes that we believe in, and our hardworking neighbors in the service industry during the holidays. We know that giving back and service to others is a major tenet of a happy life. Now we plan ahead with our money so we can be extra generous when it matters. It's not always easy to give away our money, but it's a muscle that we've grown over the past few years. Helping our nephews and nieces start their first Roth IRA account, being extra generous during the holidays, and tipping that $100 tip to someone who goes the extra mile to give their families a better life makes us feel incredibly happy too. After hearing all these benefits of a Coast Fire life, you might be wondering, how do you know when you've achieved Coast Fire? To understand when you've achieved Coast Fire, you need to first find out two important numbers: your annual expenses and when you want to retire. Let's talk about your annual expenses first. Your annual expenses is just a fancy way of saying, how much do you spend each year? If you don't know this number, that's okay. Not a lot of people do know this number. The number most people know right off the bat is how much money they make each year. I believe that knowing how much you spend each year is even more important. You can make $1 million per year, but if you spend $1.1 million, you're in the hole by $100,000 each year, and you're not building wealth or setting yourself up for a comfortable retirement. If you don't know this number, create a budget and start tracking your spending and find out your number. My wife and I use Monarch Money to help us track our money. It helps us to lay out how much we're earning and how much we are spending each month. With that knowledge, we can make sure we're spending in accordance with our values. Monarch makes that process super easy. It's our budgeting tool of choice, and we've been enjoying it for a couple of years now. If you want to check out a free trial of Monarch, use our affiliate links below. Signing up with those links provides us with a commission, so thank you so much for considering it and for supporting this channel. The second important piece of information after knowing your annual expenses is knowing when you want to retire. For our Coast Fire calculation, I chose 60 years old. You may want to be even slightly more aggressive and choose 59.5 years old, as that's the point when you can access your 401k and your IRA without penalty. The earlier you retire, the less compound interest has time to work in your favor. If you choose 70 years old, then you'll have even more money, maybe $1 million more. But perhaps that's waiting too long to enjoy your money. After all, the average lifespan in the US is only 78 years old. 75 years old if you are a man. Sorry, fellas. Yikes. When you want to retire, that is a decision only you can make. The next step is to play around with calculators. Once you've determined your annual expenses and your desired retirement age, you now have the two most important numbers. To see where you are, use calculators like this awesome Coastfire calculator that we created on our website. It is a free calculator. It has you insert a little bit of information, hit the calculate button, and it'll help you see how close you are to achieving Coastfire. We'll include those links in the description below so you can check it out. Calculators like ours may not give you the exact answers that you're looking for, but they'll help you see if you're on the right track. After playing around with the calculator, you may find that you need to do a lot more investing for retirement after all. And don't worry if that's the case. The majority of America is right there with you. According to GoBankingRates.com, 42% of Americans are now expected to retire with less than $10,000 in their retirement savings accounts. If you spend more than $10,000 per year, your retirement savings wouldn't even last 1 year. So if Coastfire sounds awesome and living on less than $10,000 per year sounds horrible, then it's time to get rocking with your retirement investing, my friends. To get you motivated on your family's financial independence investing journey, check out this next video right here. Carpe diem.